Hey, what's up? So I'm back at it following day, and so what I'm going to do is first I'm going to remove this wire netting caging stuff. I was using some pliers to disconnect that, and if any of it can be used for another project, I'll save it. Otherwise, I'm going to trash it. And then just digging out 2x4s and stuff that are buried here, taking out the trellis that's under there and any of the junk that's easily accessible from this side, and then pulling out those weeds. I'm going to lay down some sod, which is probably all dead by now, but it will at least keep the weeds at bay. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this being done. Hey, so I've probably spent about an hour doing the best weeding that I can, picking out as much random junk that's underneath this deck as I can. Quite a lot of stuff. There's just tons of glass, and yeah, it's pretty discouraging to see how much glass is there. You know, tons and tons of broken glass. Every time I go under the deck, I find more and more. Yeah, there's just no way I'm gonna get all of it, but I did do a lot of nice cleaning, so I'll turn the camera out and show you some of the stuff that I've done. So underneath here, as you can see, there are still some weeds. You know, I'm just not going to be able to get all of them. And also, when I do this side of the deck, I'll get all of those weeds and I'll be able to comb over this a little bit better. But really, it doesn't matter that much under here as long as it's just, you know, not a forest. I don't want that. You might be able to see there's kind of a line that goes right there. That's where one of these black drainage pipes was. It was just a spare one, maybe 4 feet long. So, you know, I might be able to use that. There were also very short pieces of a drainage pipe, so probably won't be able to use those. I'm just going to toss them. I did get the trellis that was there. Possible I could use it, but I really have no need to be using it, so I'll probably just be tossing it. Over here, there were some concrete chunks over there that I taken care of, and also, you know, where I'm standing, there were a bunch of 2x4s here. I used the hoe to scoop them up, and over here, I did get all of the you know, netting off of this side, the wire fencing. I'll continue this part on a later week once I have some room in their compost bin. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, it looks pretty clean under there, at least from this side. Some of the fun findings were, you know, in addition to this shovel, also found a chisel. And these could have just been tools that were dropped and lost under there. Also found these 2 little figurines, little looks like a dachshund and a person. Looks like their legs are chopped off, but so that's kind of cool. And then over here, I don't know if you can tell the contrast between yesterday and today, but this pile of glass has just gotten huge. So we'll have to be tossing that. And then, yeah, I don't know if I pointed it out, but just this pile of trash. And then I have, you know, all of this wire fencing, the trellis, drainage pipes, 2x4s that I dug up that I need to be careful with because they got the screws sticking out of them. But what I'm gonna probably do with those, let them dry up, and then I'll cut them down so I can fit them in the trash can, throw those out. But yeah, that is all of the junk that I pulled out from underneath there. I'm sure there's a lot more that I could find, especially more of this glass that you can see there. But you know, I feel pretty good about all of the stuff that I've taken out, and you know, there's really only so much I can do, so I'm gonna call it quits with that, and then I'm gonna throw down some dry sod here, since you know I've really filled up this bin. And what I'll do, since I think I'm overweight as far as the curbside pickup goes, I'm gonna leave the top off of this, so any excess moisture that's in there can evaporate. Might lose some weight that way, but you know, I kind of imagine that I'm gonna have to dump some of this on the driveway for this next pickup. Continue with the weeding. And I'd like to get this part cleaned up, especially because the hose is right there, and so it's nice to have good access to that. And then I want to clean up this side over there. But yeah, so I'll show some photos or do a little bit more video at the end once I have the sod down after I've gotten all this trash picked up. Hey, so finished putting down the sod, which you can see back there. Put up the bench, and then because there were so many bricks lying around, I used them underneath the bench just to give it a little bit more support, and really just to kind of stash them there for later when I might need them. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the sod, it does look fairly dead, fairly yellow, not much green on there, so it's quite likely that this sod will die, or not come back from the dead, which is fine, as long as it keeps the weeds at bay. I'm happy with that. And yeah, I think that this area looks pretty good for having a fire. I'm just going to keep watering the sod, hopefully get some life in there, get some grass growing. And then the pile of glass that's right here, I only have pretty flimsy plastic bags for disposing of them, so I'm going to get some nice sturdy paper bags to get rid of that stuff in there, so there's less likeliness of somebody cutting themselves on the glass. So yeah, I'm going to dispose of that glass tomorrow. And so if you do enjoy this content, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to sharing more with you. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.